round pick. True Sports episode 110 is on. I'm Taylor Phillips. He's Louis Tenor. 10-9 Vikings lead the Broncos. Yeah, we're starting this early. Short side pass caught Chandler. I'll bring up second down, just a short gain on the gets out of bounds to the near side. Jewel makes the stop. Forces Chandler out of bounds. My Lions came back from down 26-14 to win 31-26.
Wow.
A deep pass for a touchdown to Jamison Williams with 2:59 left. The defense actually forces a 3-and-out, forces the Bears to punt, and then the Lions offense chews up clock and finishes off their drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. David Montgomery, he found a hole scoring standing up. Yeah, and then they kicked the extra point. I don't think it mattered.
Yeah, because I saw the highlight. When they went to a game break and the Lions were trailing by that margin. I thought, well, there's only about a minute and a half to go. I think the Bears got this wrapped up. And little did I know, they came back. I'm like,
A minute and a
that's
half,
I'm
26 to
like,
21 at that
I
point.
was like, what the? I'm like, that can't that I thought it was a typo. Like, no,
Remember, the Bears are bad.
I know, but it's awful tough to come back from that short of time.
Yep. Pass incomplete intended for Addison. The Vikings looking at a third down situation. Oh man, Addison might have been grabbed, taken down.
Hmm.
McMillan was in coverage for the Broncos. Jaquan McMillan,
Hmm.
2 passes defended, 1 interception, 5 come on, 5 tackles for loss. Okay, 3rd and 13. One setback. Here's Dobbs, bobbles it, but still has it. Now he throws deep in the pocket. It's intercepted, but there's a flag on the play. This might give the ball back to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this play's not dead yet. Now, Patrick Surtain the Jr. takes it all the way down the sideline into Vikings territory, but he might get called for pass interference. He does. Yep. Pass interference on Surtain. And let's take a look at that replay. Powell's the intended receiver. He got grabbed. Yeah, can't do that. Grabbed and taken down. I mean, there should have been on 2 plays in a row. There should have been a flag each. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff carry up the middle, closer to the 10. It was 1st and 10 from the Broncos 12, and it's a spot foul. And the pass interference on the defense is a spot foul. Don't forget. Let's not forget.
Yeah. Oops.
2nd and 8. Dobbs throws it a little overthrown, incomplete. 3rd and 8. Broncos have now the Broncos have a chance to force the Vikings to a field goal attempt. Addison actually overran that pass. Third and 8. Dobbs drops back. He's going to run and keep it He's going to get into the end zone for a Vikings touchdown. Man, where was the tackling there? Nobody was home. 7:55 left to play in the third quarter. 16-9 Vikings, 9 plays, 69 yards, 4:38 time of possession. Extra point is up and good. So we're going to keep it in the banner, but we'll shift to Lewis Tenor's part one of this True Sports Report. Go ahead.
We'll start with the layer stuff with the NHL hockey right now. Right now, in the third period, 14:27 to go, the Blues are leading the Ducks 3-1. Final overtime, the Maple Leafs over the Wild 4-3. The Flyers over the Blue Jackets 5-2. The Penguins blanked the Knights 3-0. And the Sabres over the Blackhawks 3-2. Well, we got time. Let's do the schedule for tomorrow's games. Somewhat of an decent schedule here. Starting with your 7 o'clock games as the Bruins take on the Lightning. The Oilers take on the Panthers. 8 o'clock games are the Avalanche taking on the Predators, or as I say, the Yahoos. The Rangers take on the Stars. That's going to be a good game. Oh boy, I can't wait. 9 o'clock, the Kings take on the Coyotes. And a pair of 10 o'clock games, the Sharks versus the Canucks, and the Flames taking on the Kraken. Interesting note here that there is no games on Tuesday. For whatever reason, I have no idea, but there are no games on Tuesday. Okay, interesting. We'll do some quick standings right now. In the Eastern Conference in the Atlantic, Bruins 13-1-2. That's 28 points. The Panthers 23 points at 11-5-1. The Leafs 10-5-2, 22 points. The Lightning 20 points, 8-6-4. Your Red Wings 8-6-3, 19 points. Yeah. Sabres disappointing at 8-9-1, 17 points. I thought they were going to do better this year. I really did. Senators 8-7-0, 16 points, and the Habs 7-9-2, 16 points. The Metro Division. Rangers 25 points at 12-2-1, thanks to last night's win. Flyers 10-7-1, 21 points. The Capitals 9-4-2, 20 points. The Hurricanes 20 points at 10-7-0. Pens 9-8-0, 18 points. Devils 17 points, 8-7-1. The Islanders 6-5, 17 points, and the Blue Jackets 4-11-4, 12 points. Back later. Yeah.
Okay. 17-9 Vikings. Big touchdown scored there by Josh Dobbs. There's Dave Logan, the play-by-play announcer on KOA for the Denver Broncos. Josh Dobbs is the first player in the NFL history. Kickoff, it's a touchback. First player in NFL history with a touchdown pass and a touchdown rush in each of his first 3 games for a team. First player in NFL history?
Got that.
Russell Wilson and his offense they both go back. They all go back to work. 1st and 10, Broncos from their own 25-yard line. Wilson in the shotgun. 1 receiver left, 2 setbacks. Low snap. Wilson drops back, throws short side, complete. Getting out of bounds at the 27 for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Second and 8. Can't. It's a gain of 1 at the 26, 2nd and 9. Williams again. It's a gain of 6, 3rd and 3. I'll just assume Williams had the ball in both the first two plays. Wilson in the shotgun drops back, now scrambles backwards, now throws deep, way overthrown, incomplete. 4th and 3, 6:31 left third quarter. Broncos are forced to punt. Why are you going for the home run ball? You only have 3 yards. And it's 3rd down. Now it's 4th down. Fucking piece of shit ESPN app. There's the punt. Bounces around the 5 and in the end zone for a touchback. Oh, McLaughlin made the short side catch, not Williams. It was McLaughlin.
Okay.
So back to commercial break. Go ahead.
All right, to the Western Conference now. The Dallas Stars, 11-4-1, 23 points. The Avalanche, 11-5-0, 22 points. The Jets have 22 points, but they're 10-5-2. The Coyotes, 8-7-2, 18 points. The Blues, 8-7-1, 17 points. The Wild, 5-8-4, 14 points. The Predators, 12 points at 6-10-0, and the Blackhawks, 5-11-0, 10 points. Oh boy. The Knights lead the entire league in points at 28 points at 13-4-2. The Canucks at 25 points at 12-5-1. The Kings 10-3-3, 23 points. The Ducks 9-8-0, 18 points. Kraken 18 points, 7-4, kind of disappointing. The Flames are 6-8-3, 15 points. The Oilers 5-10-1, 11 points, and the Sharks 3-13-1, 7 points. Yeah, that is ugly as sin. All right, to the NBA. We'll start with the games in progress. As the Celtics are in a battle with the Grizzlies, 98-97, 2:37 to go in the fourth. Porzingis has 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Aldama, 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. 3:18 to go in the fourth. Another battle here. Suns leading the Jazz 107-106. KD, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Lauri Markkanen, 20 points and 12 rebounds. At the half, the Thunder are beating up on the Blazers 76-43. Chad Holmgren, 16 points, 8 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton, 7 points. Ah, well. 9:40 go in the second. Rockets lead the Lakers 30-29. Fred VanVleet has 6 points, 6 assists. And AD has 10 points. Anthony Davis. Celtics over Nets. On second, I'll come back.
Oh, yeah. I had my screen on PBS. But here's the snap on first down. Here's a handoff to Chandler up the middle for a 5-yard gain. Forward progress to the 35. 6:06 winding down third quarter. Minnesota Vikings lead the Denver Broncos 17-9. Vikings break the huddle. Watch what happens here. Dobbs is going to go in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw deep, wide open. Caught the 45 into Oliver, making the catch for a 29-yard gain and a first down for the Vikings into Broncos territory. Wouldn't you know it? First and 10 Vikings from just outside the Broncos 46. Here's Chandler again up the middle, finds a hole to the 40 to the 39, brought down there by Jewell. I'll bring up second and short, just about 4. Check that 2nd and 3. It's a gain of 7. Second and 3. Dobbs play action, fake handoff. Gonna take it, keep it up the middle, and gonna get brought down short of the first down. It's only a 1-yard gain. It's gonna bring up 3rd and 2. Henningsen makes the stop, makes the tackle. Josh Dobbs was a former Lions practice squad quarterback. Three receivers left, 1 right. Dobbs drops back in the shotgun, throws, caught, short side, catch for a first down is Powell. That's a gain of 4. They only need 2. First down Vikings at the Broncos 34-yard line. Dobbs in the eye. Hand up to Chandler. Fumble! Recovered by the Broncos. Flag is on the play. Hold on. Holding on the Vikings offense. Penalty decline. Broncos take over on a fumble. I wonder if he just popped it up in the air on his own.
Yeah.
So, commercial break. Continue.
All right. As I was just about to mention, the Sixers over the Nets 121-99. Joel Embiid at 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists, just short of a triple-double. Walker the fourth had 26 points and 6 rebounds. Oh, boy. Raptors over your Pistons 142-113. Umadi 19 points. Siakam 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
142 points. I wonder if Tom Cocaine Gores, yeah, he's on way too much cocaine, and he does not care about the team.
But, true.
Yep. And he's a total rim jobber.
True. Magic over the Pacers 128-116. Banchero 24 points. Norwood 19 points and 3 steals. Cavaliers over the Nuggets 121-109. The Joker 18 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Garland 26 points and 8 assists. And finally, well, for now, the Kings over the Mavericks 129-113. Sabonis 32 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. And Luka, 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. All right, schedule. Tomorrow, yeah, for Monday, it's pretty crowded. And it goes like this. Your 7 o'clock games are the Celtics versus the Hornets, the Nuggets taking on your Pistons, the Bucks taking on the Wizards. 8 o'clock games are as follows: the Heat taking on the Bulls, the Knicks taking on the Wolves, the Kings taking on the Pelicans, the Clippers taking on the Spurs, and at 10 o'clock, the Rockets taking on the Warriors. All right, so we'll go to the standings here quickly before the next play begins. In the NBA, takes a while to line this calculating thing up. Okay, well in the East, the Celtics are still in front at 11-2. Yuck. The Sixers right behind them at 10-3. The Bucks are 9-4, 2 back, upwards for the resume play.
All right. 1st and 10 Broncos. Here's Williams. Here's Williams again. 1st down. Gets pushed out of bounds. .224 left.
Oh.
Tried the end around right and found some blockers. There's another 1st down. Short side catch, a screen pass. That's Judy and then McLaughlin. Oh, yeah, Judy making the catch. Here's a handoff to McLaughlin. He's going to get a yard. Gets stopped after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. 117 winding down. 3rd quarter. 17-9 Minnesota Vikings lead the Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Chef Russell Wilson. Here's a short side to McLaughlin. Caught. 35. Gets away from another man. Gets brought down at the 23-yard line. Short of the 1st down. We have a flag on the play. And no flag. There's a handoff up the middle and a 1st down. Russell Wilson. And at the end of 1, it's at the end of 3, actually, it's still 17-9 Vikings. Let me look at that again before we. Wilson in the eye. He's quarterback snook it for the 1st down. All right, so continue.
Okay, the Bucks are 9-4, 2 back. We got a good logjam here between 4 and 6 as the Heat, the Magic, and the Knicks are 8-5, 3 back. Knicks are on a 3-game winning streak. I like it. Pacers are 7-5, 3.5 back. Cavaliers are 7-6, 4 back. The Hawks 6-6, 4.5 back, and the Nets are 6 and 7, 5 back. Not terrible, but not great. Further down the list, the Raptors are also 6 and 7, 5 back. The Bulls 5 and 9, 6.5 back. The Hornets 3 and 9, 7.5 back. The Wizards 2 and 10, 8.5 back, and the Pistons are 2 and 12, 9.5
2 and
back.
12.
Yes,
Yep.
I didn't want to say it out loud.
2
Okay,
and
the
12,
West.
9.5 back. Yep.
Eek. Okay, to the West. The Wolves. That's right. The Timberwolves are 9 and 3. Uh, the Nuggets and Thunder are tied 9 and 4, a half game back. The Kings are 8 and 4, game back. The Mavericks are also a game back, but they're 9-5. And the Rockets are 6 and 4, 2 back. The Lakers are a respectable 7 and 6, 2.5 back. The Suns 6 and 6, 3 back. The Pelicans 6 and 7, 3.5 back, and the Warriors are disappointing 6 and 8, 4 back. Kind of surprising a little bit. Further down the list, the Clippers are 4 and 7, 4.5 back. The Jazz 5 back at 4 and 8. The Blazers 3 and 9, 6 back. The Grizzlies and the Spurs are 3 and 10, 6.5 back. Yuck. Boy, that is ugly. We'll do the NFL scores in a little while since play is coming back on.
Start of the fourth quarter.
Um,
Fireworks. Empower Field at Mile High Stadium.
and of course, the Vikings and Broncos are the only game still in progress. Everybody else had ended
Yep.
the game. Right now, it's 17-9. Uh, Vikings. Dobbs 178 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Up on second thought. Oh wait.
No, that's okay. Read Russell Wilson's stats real quickly.
Okay. Well, Dobbs has 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Matheson has 15 carries for 75 yards, and Jerry Judy has 58 receiving yards.
Speaking of Jerry Judy, takes it close to the first down at about the 12-yard line on 1st and 10. It'll be 2nd and 1. Good screen pass.
Yes.
Well, almost a screen pass, except nobody to block him. But oh man, Judy with a fake could have. Oh man, that was great. That was a beautiful
Yeah.
fake. Judy tried to fake a reverse and got the Vikings defenders fooled. 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Williams. So gets close to the first down. Going to be inches short, like a half a yard. 3rd down. Either 3rd and 1 or 3rd and inches. I think the linesmen are lining up to say it's a no gain. Tunga makes the tackle for the Vikings. 3rd and a half a yard. They call it 3rd and 1. Here's a quarterback sneak for a first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And then Russell Wilson forces a 1st and goal, but there's a flag on the play. The officials are discussing this. Hold on. I don't know what the flag was for. All I saw was just the quarterback sneak. Could it be against the Vikings? There's Bulls. Chris Collinsworth is saying Bulls is the ineligible receiver, but he was blocking.
Yeah.
Illegal formation, not. Yeah, he's an ineligible lineman.
Yeah.
That works. So that counts as illegal formation.
Yes.
So It's a repeat of 3rd and 5.5. They'll call it 3rd and 6. They'll consider it a repeat of 3rd and 6. Or 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5.5. Wilson in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 1 setback. Looks like Williams the lone setback. Wilson the snap. Drops back. Gets dragged from behind by the helmet and sacked. And it's 4th down, and the Broncos will have to try a field goal.
Mm.
Down to 13 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Yeah, I just heard an echo. But 37-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. Almost perfect, but good. Will Lutz makes it. Yeah, that's Lutz, the Broncos. A 37-yard field goal with 12:40 left to play in the 4th quarter. So,
all right. Into the NFL. Browns over the Steelers 13-10, just my rotten luck. Thompson had 165 passes, 1 interception. Warren had 129 rushing yards on 9 carries, 1 touchdown. Moore, with 2 O's, had 60 receiving yards.
did you put money on it?
Lions over the Bears 31-26, an unbelievable finish.
Unbelievable
Goff
comeback.
Goff.
With under 3 minutes to go. Down
Yeah,
2 scores, you get 2 quick ones and win it. And then a safety to put the cherry on top of the Sunday.
Unreal. So anyway, Goff had 236 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Fields had 104 rushing yards on 18 carries, and Moore,
and
96 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. Packers over the Chargers 23-20. Love had 322 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Hubert, as the case may be, 73 rushing yards on 8 carries, and Allen had 116 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Dolphins over the Raiders 2013. Tua Tagovailoa, 325 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. More stat, 86 rushing yards on 23 carries, and Hill had 146 receiving yards and a touchdown. Giants over the Commanders 31-19. Howell had 255 passing yards, 1 touchdown, but 3 interceptions. Barkley, 83 rushing yards on 14 carries, and Slayton had 82 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Cowboys over the Panthers, 33-10. Yeah. Prescott, 189 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Pollard, 61 rushing yards, 12 carries, and a touchdown. And Thean had 74 receiving yards. Jaguars over the Titans, 34-14. Trevor Lawrence had 262 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Elantre Jr., 52 rushing yards on 14 carries. Ridley, 103 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Texans over the Cardinals. Texans over the Cardinals, 21-16. Stroud, 336 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Singletary, 112 rushing yards, 22 carries for 1 touchdown. And finally, Dell, 149 receiving yards, 1 touchdown.
Okay. Kickoff is a touchback again. 12:40 left to play, 4th quarter. Vikings have it 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. It's 17-12 Vikings. Vikings are trying to keep up with my Lions in the NFC North standings. Lions are 8-2. Vikings are 6-4, pending the outcome of tonight's game. The outcome of this game that's still in progress. Josh Dobbs and his offense back to work. Ham and Chandler, 2 setbacks. Addison now in motion from left to right. Here's a screen pass, incomplete. to Ham. There's a flag on the play. Should I say Chandler with that ball? Chandler. Oh, pass interference on the offense. Whoa. On KJ Osborne. Watch the replay. They were both tangling each other up. I don't know how that would be pass interference, to be honest with you. They were both tangled up.
Highlight for the blooper reel.
So, oh man. 1st and 20 for the Vikings. Wow. I don't think that was offensive pass. There's a pick. 15-10 down at the 9. McMillan. 12:29 left to play in the 4th quarter. The Broncos have it 1st and goal from the Vikings 9-yard line. McMillan picked it off at the 16. Just 2 plays. The pass rush disrupted Dobbs' pass. It was hit from Dobbs was hit from behind, and he threw a pick to McMillan. Jaquan McMillan. It was a wobbly pass that forced that pick. Good coverage by McMillan. That's what I've been talking about, secondary defense. Yeah. All right, Wilson in the Wildcat formation. Going to hand off to Williams up the middle for a gain of 2. That's going to bring it 2nd and goal from the 7. Check that, a gain of 1 to the 8. 2nd and goal from the 8. Getting down to 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The Broncos have a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. They're down 5, 17-12. Three receivers to the left. Now 1 in motion. Wilson throws a screen pass caught at the 10. Flag on the play as Powell, or should I? It might be a late hit on the Vikings. The flag was thrown in the vicinity of the sideline. Face mask on the Broncos offense. What? Oh my God.
What now?
Mims Jr. with a face mask. The guy that you got a face the intended receiver that made the completion committed the face mask penalty at the same time. Grab Blackman's face mask. You can't do that. Oh. At least try to stiff arm him instead. Broncos finally break the huddle. Judy is one of the receivers along with Mims to the left. Williams the lone setback. Wilson in the shotgun. Got 1 tight end to the right and a receiver to the right as well. 2nd and goal from the 23. That was a 15-yard penalty. Wilson going to throw it short side, complete. 20-15-10 to Williams, I think. It is Williams. That'll make it a 3rd and more manageable goal right there. See, that's what you got to do. You got to gain yardage. If you can't score, you still have another shot.
Exactly. Oh.
Third and goal from the 10. Two receivers split right, one left. Williams the lone setback. Wilson in the shotgun. Snap, throws in the end zone. Oh, almost caught, but incomplete. Looked like the receiver was grabbed a little bit by a secondary defender, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Fourth and goal. And the Broncos keep settling for field goal attempts. Maybe the Williams for the Vikings was that secondary defender trying to get his hand in there to try to play the ball, and he did. Field goal is up and good. A chip shot. It's Will Lutz, a 28-yard field goal. Head coach of the Broncos thought that was pass interference there. Yeah, Judy was grabbed. That was pass interference. That should have been but he almost had that ball caught, that pass caught for a touchdown. 17-15 Vikings. Vikings still have a 2-point lead. What is now a 2-point lead for now? Go ahead.
All right. 49ers over the Buccaneers, 27-14. Brock Purdy had 333 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. CJ McCaffrey had 78 rushing yards on 21 carries, and Ayuk had 156 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. The Bills, beat up on the Jets, 32-6. Not shocked at all. Josh Allen had 275 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Cook, 73 rushing yards, 17 carries. Shakir, 115 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. I am not happy at all. Yeah. Rams edged the Seahawks 17-16. Geno Smith, 233 passing yards, 1 touchdown. You traitor. Freeman, 73 rushing yards on 17 carries. And Metcalf had 94 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Tomorrow will be the Eagles taking on the Chiefs. So now we'll go to the standings here as we now reach the halfway point, and it goes this way. In the AFC East, the Dolphins are 7-3-0. The Bills are 6-5-0. The Jets are 4-6-0, but at least they're doing better than the Patriots at 2-8-0. What happened to them? To the north, the Ravens are 8-3-0. The Browns 7-3-0. The Steelers 6-4-0, and the Bengals 5-5-0. Okay, at least they're at least at 500 or above it. Okay. To the south, Jaguars 7-3-0. Texans 6-4-0. The Colts 3-5-5-0, and the Titans 3-7-0. Ah well. To the west, Chiefs 7-2-0, the only team above 500, as the Raiders are 5-6-0, the Broncos are 4-5-0, and the Chargers are 4-6-0. Over to the NFC, the Eagles, 8-1-0. They'll play tomorrow night. Cowboys are 7-3-0. Thank you. The Commanders 4-7-0, and the Giants are 3-8-0. Still going nowhere. The South, the Lions 8-2-0, the best season in 60 years.
The South.
No, the North, the NFC North. Yeah, still best season in 60 years, 8-2-0. I'll be back.
All right, as a kickoff for a touchback, 10:37 left fourth quarter. Vikings will start off yet again, 1st and 10 from their own 25. 4 of 158 teams to start 0-3 have reached the playoffs, including the 1995 Detroit Lions. All right, Dobbs in the shotgun, 2 receivers right. Here's a handoff to Addison and around left to the 30, or Madison rather. It's a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Second and 5 from the 29.5 yard line. Call it the 30. Here's a handoff to Madison again. Gets to at least the 30, maybe the 31, but it's going to be third down nonetheless. 9:50 winding down fourth quarter. It's a gain of 1. Third and 4. Dobbs in the shotgun. One setback. That's Madison. Broncos rush 6. Dobbs the snap. Here's the throw. It is bad away and almost intercepted, but incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth and 4. Pausing the clock at 9:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. And the Vikings are forced to punt. Now the Broncos have a chance to drive down the field and try to take the lead with at least a field goal. But they'll have to start in their own territory, though, because the Vikings are forced to punt. There's a fake punt, and there's an end around right. Chandler, first down and more. Oh, man, what a fake punt. That was beautiful. Everyone was fooled.
Didn't see that coming at all.
9:10 winding down fourth quarter, and the Vikings keep it. It's a fake punt. A 31-yard gain for Chandler. On the fake punt. And the Vikings have it first and 10 inside the Broncos 40. Here's Addison in motion. Here's the handoff to Madison. He goes nowhere on the end around left. There's a flag on the play. That pauses the clock at 8:31 left, holding on the Vikings offense. 10-yard penalty on Bradbury, holding. They'll repeat first down. It'll be from the previous spot. Direct snap. It was the direct snap to Chandler. It's from the previous spot, yeah. First and 20, Vikings from the Broncos 48. Dobbs fake it, handoff, play action. Screen pass to Madison, caught at the 50, and that's exactly. No, they're going to give him the 49 for a loss of 1. And Allen is down for the Broncos, not getting up. And the officials will have to call a timeout for an injury. With 7:59 left to play in the fourth.
Yeah, that was going to hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Once again to the north, the Vikings are 6-4-0. The Packers 4-6-0, and the Bears 3-8-0. Could have got away with the win today, but they choked at the end. To the pathetic South Division, I do mean pathetic. Listen to this. The Saints, yeah, they have the lead, but they're 5-5-0. All the rest are below 500. But the Falcons
5-5-0.
and with the Falcons and the Bucks 4-6-0, and the Panthers 1-9-0. Weak.
Yeah.
Over to the West, which is a little bit better. The 49ers are 7-3-0. The Seahawks 6-4-0. The Rams, 4-6-0, and the Cardinals 2-9-0. Ugh, awful. What can I tell you? All right, so we'll try to get some quick news items in before we go back to play. As if my page will cooperate, of course. All right. First up, Alexander Barkov escaped a major injury in his knee, a knee collision, and is listed as day-to-day, said by coach Paul Maurice. Barkov was injured by the Ducks' Jackson Lancome in what was a 2-1 victory for the Panthers. Lacombe was assessed with a 5-minute major at first, but after review was reduced to a 2-minute minor for a tripping call. Got away with murder. Uh, Markov needed help getting off the ice, then headed straight to the locker room and underwent an evaluation. The Panthers had an off day yesterday and returned the ice for practice today. Uh, Markov will not play in tomorrow's game against the Oilers, which begin a 3-game road trip. Maurice said, "Yeah, we were lucky." There were indications that Barkov was not seriously injured, as he was seen walking around during the postgame with the Panthers, but that's a good sign. However, the big sigh of relief did not come until the Panthers returned home yesterday to begin a more complete evaluation. For now, we'll just consider him at day to day, said by Maurice. So that is progress. Oh, back later.
It's Zach Allen walking off under his own power, no, not being helped off by anybody, but it's 2nd and 21. Vikings from the Broncos 49. Dobbs back to pass, scrambles around back to his own 40, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line back in Broncos territory. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 20. They lose one, they gain one back. Trips to the left. Empty backfield for Dobbs in the shotgun, and that's it. Broncos rush 6. Dobbs the snap, drops back, throws. Short side caught, 40, 35, 30. Diving for the first down and getting it as Chandler inside the 25, closer to the 20. And the Vikings somehow get the first down with over 20 yards. A 22-yard gain by Chandler on that short side pass. Yeah, Chandler pushed off his man, his blocker, and then ran wide open. Vikings still have the ball, up 17-15. Now they're looking. Now there's a replay that's showing that Chandler might have been inches short.
Mm.
So with that, another commercial break continue.
Right. San Diego Chargers linebacker Joey Bosa left his loss against the Packers on a medical cart in the first quarter. It was later announced that Bosa suffered a foot injury and did not return to the game. Bosa injured his right foot on just the fourth play of the game. He then put his hands on his head and limped off, putting weight only on his left leg. Bosa then fell to his knee on the sideline before he headed to the bench as teammates and trainers went to console him. Moments after, Bosa left on a cart. Bosa returned to the sideline in the third quarter and was seen wearing a walking boot. Head coach Brandon Stanley said after the game that there was no update on the condition of Bosa. Since making 3 straight Pro Bowl starts, Pro Bowls from 2019 to 2021, injuries have since then plagued Bosa. Last season, he only appeared in 5 games as he suffered a groin injury. This year, he suffered a hamstring injury in the opening week of the season and had limited snaps, and fractured his big toe in week 3 against the Vikings, which caused him to miss week 4 against the Raiders and kept him on limited snap count for the past few weeks. In week 9, Bosa looked like he was back to his old self again as he recorded uh, 5 sacks versus the Jets last week against the Lions in 55 snaps, his second most all season. He is second on the chart with 6.5 sacks and is second in his second year of a 5-year deal. Syracuse head football coach Dino Babers was fired today after 8 seasons with the school with a miserable 41-55 record.
You're
Titans
fired.
coach Ninzo Cabline was named as interim coach. Previously, he was the interim coach for Rutgers after Chris Ash was fired in 2019.
It's short of the line to gain, they say. Oh my God. The Broncos win the challenge.
Yeah, like that.
Oh man. Now the Vikings are with this is 4th and inches here. It's 4 down territory. This is 4 down territory. The Vikings are really tempted to go for it on this next play.
As I think you should.
Yeah. They definitely should. Yeah. 4th and inches. Yep, exactly. Fourth and inches. 7:06 left, fourth quarter. I formation, one receiver left or right. There's a quarterback sneak tush push. I think the Vikings got it. Got an extra yard or two. Wow. Sometimes the Vikings don't even know their own strength or force.
Yes.
Yeah, Hawkinson did the tush push on Dobbs. Dobbs almost fumbled that thing, but he held on. So it's 1st and 10 Vikings from the Broncos 27. 8 plays, 48 yards, almost 4.5 minutes. Here's a toss. Here's a lob to T.J. Hawkinson complete inside the 25 to the 23. Forward progress. 6 minutes left, fourth quarter. Vikings are burning a lot of clock. 2nd and 6, after a gain of 4 from Hawkinson, the former Detroit Lions tight end. Second and 6, Josh Dobbs in the gun, 2 receivers left. Here comes the blitz. Dobbs throws complete to Hawkinson, and he gets the first down, and he's rolled down by contact before taking it in. Yeah, he was shoestring tackled from behind. Under 5 minutes left. Dobbs going to hand off to Madison. Runs into his own teammate, but stays up, and then gains like a half yard or maybe a full yard. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Vikings break the huddle. Second and 10 from the 12. Dobbs in the shotgun. 2 receivers split left. 1 setback. That's Chandler. He's going to get brought down for a loss of 1 or 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down. I think it's a loss of 1. They say another no gain. It's 3rd and 10. It's 3rd and 10. Clock moving down to 3.5 to go. Dobbs drops back, gets rushed out of the pocket, has to throw it, and it's almost intercepted. And it's 4th and 10, and the Vikings will have to switch to their field goal unit. Singleton almost picked that off. Or should I say, Singleton almost sacked Dobbs, but that other secondary defender out there for Denver almost picked it off. Here's a 30-yard field goal attempt for Joseph. That's going to be a chip shot. Kick is up and perfect, like an extra point. So it's 20-15 Vikings with 3:17 left to play in the fourth quarter. Continue.
The Orange are at 5-6. They have lost 6 of their last 7, which is identical to last season, which they lost 6 of their last 7. And his conference record in the ACC was a miserable 20-45. With only one bowl appearance in the last 5 seasons, Syracuse has been battling apathy surrounding the program. The decline came after Bappers' 10-3 season in 2018, including a tough loss to Clemson and a bowl win against West Virginia. In 8 seasons, though, at Syracuse, Babbers only has 2 winning seasons. What a shame. Here's the interesting part. Syracuse can still be eligible for a bowl game with the Wake Forest on Saturday. Probably one of those second-rate bowl games, of course. He came to Syracuse in 2015 after coming from Bowling Green, where they won the MAC title the previous season with a record of 10-3. Okay.
All right.
Hander. We're back.
Joseph will kick off for the Vikings from his own 35, right to left. Now, that one's way over the end zone for a touchback. And it's up and good. Russell Wilson with 38 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime in the regular season in his 12th season career. 3:17 left, fourth quarter. Broncos have all 3 timeouts left, plus the 2-minute warning. Vikings also have 3 timeouts left. So it's 1st and 10 Broncos from their own 25 going left to right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left, 1 setback. That's Williams. Wilson in the shotgun. Snap, hand off to Williams. End around left. It's going to get pushed out of bounds. No room whatsoever. Might be a no gain. It's going to be 2nd down. And 10 at the 25. That pauses the clock at 3:12 left. Clock is paused here. Wilson the shotgun. 2 receivers split right, 2 split left. Williams the lone setback. Wilson shotgun snap. Pump fakes twice, now throws it. Almost a one-handed grab by Humphrey, and it's 3rd and 10. Broncos have to get moving here. The clock does pause at 3:07. The game clock does pause at 3:07 left. Humphrey tried to haul it in with one hand because it looked like it was almost overthrown. You got to use both hands, I think. Here's a run up the middle up to the 31. That's going to bring up 4th down, and check that the 32-yard line by Perrin. 4th and 3. Wilson in the shotgun. 4th and 3 and ball game. Broncos calling audible. Wilson the shotgun snap. He's gonna. Is he gonna keep it in? No, he's gonna lob it. It is just caught by Sutton, and now there's a flag on the play. It looks to be a first down.
Mhm.
Now the officials are discussing this. It might be offensive pass interference or not, or the other way. We'll have to check and see. It might be a different type of penalty. Pass interference on the defense. Penalty decline. So the Broncos still have life. Remember, though, they still have all 3 timeouts left. Oh, man. Sutton with a beautiful one-hand catch.
Yeah.
One-arm catch. An octopus catch. Broncos are going to go with 1 setback, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Wilson in the shotgun. Wilson directs traffic. Perrin's the lone setback. Wilson the snap. Throws to Perrin. Caught. 50. 45. Gets the first down. And the Broncos will let it wind down to the 2-minute warning. And the Broncos have it 1st and 10 from the Vikings 45. 2-minute warning, 20-15 Vikings. Continue, Lewis.
Okay, the Boston Bruins Stanley Cup winners from 1970 and 72 finally had a chance to raise their banner from the Raptors last night. What's been pending so long? I have no idea. As part of the club's 100th anniversary season, both teams were honored by what is known as the Big Bad Bruins era from 1960 to 1976. During that era, they won 2 Stanley Cups, 70 and 72, but the banners were never raised. Before the victory over the Montreal Canadiens, some of those members, such as Bobby Orr and John Bayuk, walked onto the ice wearing jerseys and hoisted banners. Team president Cam Neely said this moment meant a lot to fans and players in what was long overdue. Former defenseman Dallas Smith, now 82 years old, won both titles, and said it was nice to be honored. We won twice. Sure, it would have been great to win a lot more, but that's how this game was played. Well, congratulations, you finally got what you deserved. All right, Devil star Jack Hughes made his return last night and scored a goal despite a loss to the Rangers. Sorry. Hughes finished with a goal and an assist in 22 minutes of ice time with 8 shots on goal. The Rangers scored 3 times in the third to snatch the victory for the Devils on their home ice. Hughes missed the last 5 games of the Devils with an upper body injury and saying he was week to week. In that span, the Devils were 2-3-0 in his absence. Hughes was injured in a crash to the boards against the Blues on November 3rd on his 5th shift of the game. He left the Devils' road trip and came back to Jersey to receive care. Coach Lindy Ruff said at the time the Devils were lucky that Jack Henry was not worse in the collision.
Okay.
Despite missing, okay.
1st and 10 Broncos from the Vikings 45. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, 1 left. 1 tight end to the left. Perrin the lone setback. Wilson shotgun snap. Throws to Perrin. Caught. 35, 30. First down a little bit more inside the 30 to the 28. 150 left to play 4th quarter. The Lions could use a Broncos win over those Vikings here. Wilson the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it short side again. Good job, Wilson. Fumble, but that's out of bounds. Perrin made the catch and then lost it at the 21. It just hit the sideline out of bounds at the 21. So the Broncos catch a break. They still have life. So the Broncos call their first charge timeout. $1:21 left, fourth quarter. The Broncos can kick it. The Broncos can't kick a field goal. It's not enough. Broncos trying to fight for a wild card spot. The Lions could use a Vikings loss here. Yes, the Lions won and improved to 8-2, but the Vikings are catching up. They're 6-4. Second and 4 for the Broncos at the Vikings 21-yard line. Williams the lone setback this time. Wilson shotgun snap. He's going to throw it and get rid of it. Incomplete. The ESPN app said that Judy was the intended receiver, but really Wilson was getting rid of it. 1:15 left, fourth quarter, 3rd and 4. There are two downs to go. Two receivers split left, one to the right, one setback. Wilson in the shotgun. Vikings rush 5. Wilson gets the snap. Drops back now, throws short side, caught. First down and more to the 16. Pirine, rather. That's how it's pronounced. Pirine. So the Broncos get a fresh set of downs to keep their hopes alive here in this game. 1:09 left, fourth quarter. Samaj Pirine, 4 receptions for 40 yards. Wilson the shotgun, gets the snap. Under duress, throws in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Broncos, Sutton. Beautiful. And the Broncos have taken the lead 21-20. They can go for 2, or they can either go for 2 or kick the extra point with 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness, the Lions needed that. 10 plays, 75 yards, 2:14 time of possession. What a drive, Lewis.
What a catch here.
What a leaping catch by Sutton.
Beautiful leaping catch.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Trips to the left. Sutton tells Judy, hey, let me take this one.
Yes.
Got both feet in bounds, 3 feet in bounds in the end zone, and maintain possession. Amazing.
Only beginning of the stands. You gotta love that.
Oh yeah, the mile high leap. That's what they would say.
I just let it drop in.
It's the mile high leap.
Yeah. You gotta go for 2 here. You gotta go for 2.
Broncos have 1 timeout left. And the Broncos will indeed go for 2. Yeah, the Lions went for 2 and got their 2-point conversion. There's a pitch to Williams, and he stopped way short. 2-point conversion, no good. With 1:03 left, fourth quarter, The Vikings are only down one. They can win it with the field goal.
Yeah, that's the bad part of that.
But Cortland Sutton puts the Broncos up 21-20 with a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, losing those 2 points is very,
Cortland
very
Sutton was
crucial
amazing.
now.
You see that catch in Buffalo on Monday night?
Yes.
He just dragged his second foot inbounds in the end zone, and now this. Cortland Sutton is an amazing wide receiver for the Broncos.
Yeah. Straight game with a reception touchdown. What touchdown reception?
Fifth straight game with a touchdown reception. Cortland Sutton.
Mm.
Thank God for him this
Oh,
week. The Lions should thank him, at least
yes.
for now. Here's
Yeah.
the kickoff by Lutz. That's a touchback, way over the end zone, into the back of the end zone.
Okay, so
Amazing.
53 seconds left.
First and 10 Vikings from their own 25 going right to left across the TV. Dobbs feeds Hawkinson complete, but outside the 30. No, they say incomplete. Second and 10. It was knocked away by, let's see, Simmons. Thank you very much, ESPN app. I need that one.
Mm-hmm.
58 seconds left. Fourth quarter. Dobbs in the shotgun. Pistol, rather. He's going to throw it. Caught. Addison gets out of bounds 1 yard short of the first down at the 34. They need the 35. It's going to be 3rd and 1. You see, he had daylight there. He could have gone for the first down. He had that first down. He decided to just take it out of bounds nonchalantly, 1 yard short. Why? Surtain was there as the defender. Dobbs in the pistol. Gets the snap. Now gets rushed out of the pocket. Scrambles. Gets away from one man. Gets tackled from behind. And it looks like the linesmen are going to mark him inches short. It's going to be, they rule 4th down. Wow. It looked like he got the first down, didn't he? Just barely? I don't know.
No, I think he was about a half yard short.
No, it's the ball.
Well,
it was down. His knee was down when being touched, being grabbed from behind. Yeah, good call by the linesman. It's going to be 4th and inches, 4th and a half yard. Oh my goodness!
I said half yard short.
The Vikings offense was such stupidity on the field in an ensuing drive. Oh my gosh! The Lions can play smarter than that. I can tell you that.
Yes.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Broncos lead 21-20. Vikings have it 4th and inches from just inside their own 35. They need the 35. Here's a quarterback sneak at a first down. Vikings still have the ball. They still have 2 timeouts left. 41 seconds left, and the Vikings will call their second charge timeout. It's an easy quarterback sneak by Josh Dobbs. First and 10 Vikings from their own, I think. Yeah, from their own 36. Got an extra yard on that previous quarterback sneak. Broncos rush just 3. Dobbs drops back in the shotgun, throws to Hawkinson, incomplete, caught and then dropped. Simmons again in coverage on Hawkinson. Simmons has been on Hawkinson like a hawk. Good coverage there by Simmons to force that incompletion. I'll bring up second down with 36 seconds left. Dobbs in the shotgun. Gets rushed out of there. Gets rushed even further. Gets away from one man and now has to get rid of it. Throws it to the Vikings sideline, incomplete. 28 seconds left. Third down and 10. That Broncos pass rush is getting there, I tell you. It's doing its job, that defensive front forced Josh Dobbs to throw it away. Third and 10. Vikings from their own 36. 28 seconds left. Dobbs in the shotgun, gets the snap, gets rushed out of there, almost gets sacked. Are they going to rule a fumble but recovered by the Broncos? Wait a minute. No, they say incomplete. 4th and 10. And there's a flag on the play, too. 21 seconds left, fourth quarter. It's intentional grounding on Dobbs. Wow.
Yeah.
Vikings will call their final charge timeout. They got nothing to lose. Dobbs was still rushed in the pocket. Oh man. Dobbs, you could have eaten that. He could have eaten that, Lewis.
I think you did eat it.
Oh my God. Vikings are out of timeouts. 23 seconds left. 4th and 25. Vikings from their own 21-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. That's it. Dobbs drops back on the snap. He's going to throw deep up the middle, and it is incomplete. Broncos take over on downs with 16 seconds left, and that's going to be all she wrote. The Vikings are going to drop to 6-5. The Broncos are going to improve to 5-5. Still with their wild card hopes alive. But for the Viking, but for my Lions, they'll take that Vikings loss and a win altogether. The Broncos will just take one knee in victory formation, and that'll be all she wrote, and that'll be all yours. 10 live viewers watching right now. Hokey smokes. We're skyrocketing, folks.
I like it.
Wilson, the snap and the knee, and that's it. Broncos win 21-20. It's all yours.
All right. I don't think the final stats are official yet, so I'll get back to that in a little bit. Meantime, I'll do the rest of the news. So, as I was mentioning, okay, there we go.
Broncos have won 4 straight games, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so as I mentioned, despite missing time, Hughes is the second leading scorer for the Devils with 20 points in 10 games. This was the Devils' first matchup of the season, The Devils beat the Rangers in 5 games in their playoff series matchup from last season. And I was not a happy camper about that, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who know me on this show know pretty much why. All right, moving on with some other news. Um, okay, Barker had the that done. Okay, the Nottingham Panthers and their fans honored Adam Johnson and helped heal some wounds as well. Players cracked smiles and fans chanted songs after goals when scored at a memorial game for Johnson, who died after escape by the opposing team, cut his neck at last month's game, and died as a result of his injuries. The English hockey team retired his number 47 jersey yesterday. The Panthers players also wore neck protection. It was their first game in Sheffield since Johnson's death back on October 28th. The league is now strongly encouraging to wear neck guards. The players, though, have yet to make a comment on that. If they're smart, they'll do it to avoid happening like this again. Because we don't want to see a repeat of what happened on that day. At least I don't. Jets receiver Garrett Wilson, who was listed as questionable for today's game against the Bills, did play in today's game. Sources confirmed ESPN. Wilson was nursing his injured elbow, but told reporters on Friday that he intended to play in today's game. This should um, the shoulder's doing better, said Wilson. After practicing, he said, "I'm ready to rock." Wilson suffered the injury at last week's loss to the Raiders, uh, but later returned to the game with 9 catches for 93 yards. In that loss, Wilson was called on to execute a trick play, a wide receiver pass, even after he received medical attention for the elbow. He threw a wobbly off-target pass out of bounds to Alan Lazard, who was way open. "I'm not going to fake it," said Wilson. "I could have thrown the ball because it was a touchdown." This was a pivotal game for the Jets, who are now at 4-6 after now dropping their now 3 games in a row and need Wilson badly. He leads the team with 55 catches for 642 yards, excuse me, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and now they're struggling. So anyway, the Jets' search for answers on offense will continue into the offseason when they will likely visit a target they had their eye on since last summer. The Jets inquired about reuniting Raiders Pro Bowl receiver Devontae Adams with Aaron Rodgers before last month's trade deadline, only to be rebuffed. But the Jets might not take no for an answer, as sources around the NFL expect the Jets to pursue Adams again in the offseason, trying once and for all to pair him up with Rodgers. This will happen, one source predicted to ESPN. I think so. Sources believe that the Raiders consider trading Adams could depend on how the season ends, since naming Antonio Pierce as interim head coach. The Raiders are 5-5, won their last 2 games and gained respect around the league, while Adams looked around and sounded very happy. If the Raiders, who played the Dolphins today, continue their winning ways and prove they're heading in the right direction, then Adams might want to remain a part of the organization and stay in Vegas where he enjoys living. But if the Raiders struggle down the stretch, and Adams thinks that a Rodgers reunion in New York enhances their chances of winning, he could wind up requesting a trade. Both Adams and Rodgers have a great deal of respect for each other. The former Packers teammates spent last weekend in Vegas posing a photo on social media of their time they spent together. The Jets have been watching Adams since they landed Rodgers earlier this year. The Jets' recent effort to acquire Adams came last month as the Jets were waiting for the right moment to reach out to the 3-time All-Pro receiver.
Fabian
But the
Theodore
Raiders,
comments,
yeah,
since Jefferson rested, I'm glad the Vikings lost since he cost me first place in my league. It's a fantasy league, I would assume.
right. But the Raiders told the Jets before the trade deadline they were not interested in trading Adams. Another source on ESPN, it would be a cold day in hell before we trade Adams anywhere. Adams had 57 catches for 659 yards and 3 touchdowns in his second season with the Raiders. Well, I add that little comment in there. Yeah. Um, Right-handed pitcher for the Phillies, Aaron Nola, will stay with the Phillies on a 7-year deal worth $172 million, making him the first major free agent signing in the offseason, sources on ESPN early this morning. Nola has been a stalwart in the rotation, starting in 175 games, throwing in 1,065 and a half innings, second only to Yankee pitcher Garrett Cole with 1,076 and a half innings over the last 6 seasons. While his ERA shot up to 4.46 amid an upswing in home runs, Nola still threw 193 plus innings and struck out 202 batters and walked 45. His ability to chew out innings and strike out hitters and limit number of walks make him one of the most desirable free agents this winter, a fact reflected in the size of his contract. The slow progress of baseball's free agency should pick up now with Nola's signing. In a class headlined by Shoni Otani, or as I sometimes say, Show Me the Money Otani, the majority of the signings should go to pitchers including the latest star from Japan, Yoshibiu Yamamoto, and outside young winner Blake Snell, and postseason standout Jordan Montgomery. Wide receiver Justin Jefferson missed tonight's game against the Broncos, which just ended with a right hamstring injury. Jefferson's next chance to play will be on November 27th against the Bears. But the Vikings have a bye week after that, so he could opt for more additional recovery time and plan for a post-bye return. The Vikings also announced that guard Chris Reed also missed tonight's game with a foot injury. Jefferson recently told reporters that he told reporters that he would not play again until his hamstring is completely healed. He was not at full practice. He has not been at full practice since the injury. Despite Jefferson's absence, the Vikings have won 5 straight and were 2 games behind the Lions at the time of this report. So they're hanging around.
They
Who'd have
were,
thought?
not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah.
The Lions lead by 2.5 games now.
Okay. Well, during that Buffalo and Jets game earlier today, Bill's safety Taylor Rapp with 2 P's was taken off the field by ambulance after suffering a neck injury while making a tackle against the Jets. Rapp was not taken to the hospital and instead was taken to the locker room after being transported off the field. That according to CBS, who broadcasted the game, and said Rapp would not return. With 100 with time running out in the second half and facing the second quarter, that is, and facing a 4th and 2 from the 50-yard line, Rapp made a tackle on the Jets running back Brees Hall after catching a pass from Zach Wilson. Bills nickel and corner Taron Johnson was running Hall down from behind while Rapp closed in front up to assist. Rapp led with his upper body on a collision, and after walking away from the play, he stumbled to the ground. Johnson was also injured on a play, and the entire sideline surrounded both players. Johnson was able to go jog into the locker room with the athletic trainers, but Rapp was down on the field for a lot longer and had to be placed on the backboard and was able to move his hands. So at least that's a good sign there. Johnson was ruled out of the game with a concussion, as well as cornerback Dane Johnson. Rapp signed with the Bills in free agency after spending his first 4 years of his career with the Los Angeles Rams. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if I missed anything else. Wow. But at least it's not as severe as, say, DeMar Hamlin, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that seizure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was bad enough. I thought we were going to have another, repeat of that, but thankfully, no. Watching that in horror. Ugh. Uh, I think actually it wraps it up, so I'm just going to turn it back over to you.
All right. Chiefs and Eagles tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. We're going to
Yeah.
cover that. We're going to cover that on episode 111 tomorrow.
All
For
right.
now, next Sunday is going to be Seahawks and 49ers. That'll be a good one too. Seahawks are
Oh
hunting
yeah.
for a wild card spot. 49ers, I think they pretty much have their division all but their NFC West division all but wrapped up.
Yes.
Brock Purdy, 21 of 25 in a win over the Buccaneers, 27 to 14, 333 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, a quarterback rating of 158.3. Brock Purdy is another great quarterback. So that's True Sports episode 110. We'll be back for episode 111, live coverage of the Super Bowl rematch between the Chiefs and Eagles. Until then, for Louis Tenor, I'm Taylor Phillips. Stay true, everyone, and remember, believe it or not, it's True Sports. Ta-ta.
Good night, everybody.